everybody, welcome to a new video. I'm Julia and this is our Maltipoo Rosco. So about a month ago I created a video about the mistakes we made when raising Rosco, but we've also had a lot of successes with Rosco, so today in this video I'm going to be sharing all of our wins. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe down below for more Maltipoo videos. So our first success is training Rosco to love the car. Back when Rosco was a little puppy, at first he hated the car. Whenever we'd go for car rides, he'd be whining, yawning, and showing all the signs that he was really nervous. But we kept taking him on car rides, and eventually he started to like it more. We gave him treats when he stopped whining and when he was relaxed, and we also rewarded him by taking him to fun places after going on car rides. We made sure that taking him to the vet was not the only time he went in the car. So thankfully now, he does not have a bad association with the car thinking he's going to the vet. As of now, he absolutely loves car rides, and when we're about to leave, we say, "Rosco, do you want to go for a ride?" And he perks right up, he wags his tail, he just knows we're going somewhere fun. For the most part, we take Rosco with us pretty much everywhere. So he's just gotten so used to the car, and it's now one of his favorite places to be. So our second big win was supervising Rosco when he was a little puppy. So it's pretty much inevitable that every puppy is gonna pee on the floor and chew up your shoes. So during that initial puppy phase, we kept Rosco on a leash most of the time in the house. This way it was easier to monitor what he was doing, and he was mostly with us all the time. Sometimes we'd tether the leash to the boot loop of our pants. Boot loop? That's belt loop. Sometimes we'd tether the leash to the belt loop of our pants. That's something we got from one of Zach George's videos. He's a dog trainer on YouTube and his videos are so helpful. Another way we made sure Rosco wasn't getting into trouble was using a puppy playpen. This was super useful when we couldn't be near him and we couldn't supervise him. Since he was in a confined environment, we were confident that he wasn't getting into trouble. So yes, Rosco did get into some mischief when he was a little puppy. Even to this day, we sometimes find shredded tissues all over the floor. But overall, we did a pretty decent job of watching him throughout the day. So the third thing we did really well with Rosco is training him to love the outdoors and be off leash out there. So back when I was researching about Maltipoos, I read that the Maltipoo doesn't really like the outdoors. I hope this wasn't true for our dog since our family loves being outside. Thankfully, since Rosco grew up going outside all the time and playing out there, it's now one of his favorite places to be. He loves going for walks and playing with his ball outside in the yard. Ever since he was a little puppy, we've let him run free in the backyard with his long leash dangling. This way, if he ever ran off, we could just grab the leash. Although we don't have a fenced-in backyard, we sit pretty far back from the road, and after letting him run off leash so often, we now know that he pretty much stays near us. He's run off a few times when he's like chasing crows, but we've been able to grab the leash in time and stop him from running off. We're very happy we taught him out leash outside because it makes it so much nicer being able to just let go of the leash and have him free roam. But whoever wrote that article about Maltipoos not liking the outdoors, Rosco does not fit that description. He's been camping, he's been hiking, he's even been ice skating with us, so he is a little outdoor pup, that's for sure. So this next thing on the list is pretty specific, but it is something I wanted to put on the list because we're very happy we taught it to Rosco. So when we were potty training Rosco, when he'd go to the bathroom, we'd say, "Yes, go potty." Basically, we taught Rosco the go potty command so that whenever we say that, he knows that he's supposed to go to the bathroom. He now associates this command with going potty, and it makes taking him outside so much easier because when we say this command, he usually goes within a few minutes afterwards. So another thing we did that was super great with Rosco was teaching him basic obedience. From the beginning, we made training a priority. Prior to getting Rosco, we did tons of research. We listened to training podcasts, watched training videos, and even bought a book. Starting just a few days after we got Rosco, we made an effort to train him. We taught him most of the basic tricks like leave it, stand, sit, down, roll over. Not only was training fun for us, but it built a really strong bond between us and Rosco. Now that Rosco has this level of obedience, it makes it really convenient for us. If he jumps on the couch and we don't want him on there, we can just say off. If he goes to eat something off the floor that he really shouldn't be eating, we can just say leave it. It makes day-to-day life with the dog so much easier when he has that obedience. We developed a bond with Rosco through training, and teaching him all these basic tricks laid a foundation for all the training to come. One of the best things we ever taught Rosco was fetch. We play fetch with Rosco every single day, and we're also happy he knows how to do it. We've taught him how to bring it here, drop it, and then go get it. We've just used tricks to reinforce it, but now he doesn't need treats. Playing is his reward. We play fetch both inside and outside. He loves playing fetch with his frisbee outside and his balls inside. It's such an easy way to exercise him, get out his energy, and just bond with him too. Not only does fetch make playtime more enjoyable for us, but it's also Rosco's favorite game. One of the biggest wins we made with Rosco was teaching him table manners. So I know this kind of seems funny, but doesn't it bug you when a dog is under your feet while you're eating and begging for little scraps? We've made an effort not to feed Rosco from the table since day one, and it's really impacted how he behaves while we're eating. We also don't feed him leftovers from dinner unless it's a special occasion. We just want to save that people food for training, and we don't want him to get used to it. So we also taught Rosco the command place. Basically, we got a little square carpet and we put it beside the table. Then we trained Rosco to go lie down on that little carpet and stay there while we eat. Rosco's really learned respect through doing this command, and now he just lays at his place during meal times and doesn't bother us whatsoever. After dinner, we give him the "it's okay" command, and he's free to run under the table and eat any lost crumbs he can find. Sometimes we give Rosco food from the table if we're rewarding him for staying on his place, but we never give him food if he's just being cute. So the 8th success on this list definitely deserves recognition. We use this command every single day, it's extremely helpful, and we all agree that it's one of the best things we ever taught Rosco. We taught Rosco the command, settle down. My dad initiated this one. He said we should teach Rosco how to settle down. It would just make everybody's life easier. So basically the goal with this command is that no matter if he's sleepy or he's energetic, he'll lie down and he'll stay there when we want him to. So in the beginning to teach this, we picked times throughout the day when we knew we were going to be sitting one place for a long time and working on something. Then we'd put Rosco on a leash and we'd kind of stamp down on the leash so Rosco would be kind of forced into a down position. And then we just kind of had him stay there while we were working. And yes, he'd sometimes whine and he'd try to get up, but we were firm and we didn't give in to his whining, and eventually he learned to just listen when we told him to settle down. And then we'd give him the "it's okay" command when we were finished. So eventually we added the word "settle down" to this. Then we transitioned to doing this command without the leash, and we'd use treats as reinforcement sometimes. But looking back, unlike most of the other commands we taught him, we didn't use treats that much with this one. He listened to us more out of firm respect than for the reward. Now this command is almost second nature to him. Whenever we say settle down, he almost always listens. If he's in the kitchen while we're cooking and getting in the way, we can just point to the other room and go say settle down. Honestly, this is so useful throughout the day. I think it's one of the most important things to teach your dog just for around the house. We were strong and we were consistent, and it definitely paid off with this command. So the last thing on this list of wins is Rosco sleeping in his crate at nighttime. We knew that we wanted Rosco to sleep in his crate, and he really did a good job of adapting to it. So on the first night we got Rosco, we took him out really late. We took away his food and water after dinner so he couldn't drink or eat anymore. That way he wouldn't fill up his bladder too much. We put a blanket over his crate to create a cozy atmosphere, and then my dad slept beside him in his sleeping bag next to the crate to give him company. During the first night he did whine a little bit, but we just ignored him and he fell back asleep. The first night I think my dad took him out once, but then by the third night, he slept through the entire night, and ever since then, he's had no accidents. Once Rosco got used to his crate, my dad transitioned to sleeping in the bed, and since Rosco knew he was nearby, he just fell asleep and he didn't whine. Since the whole nighttime routine, we kind of did it right from the beginning. We've had pretty much no trouble. We're just super happy we did it right from the beginning to just save all that trouble in the end. So that completes the list of our 9 successes when raising Rosco. I wanted to create a partner to the last video because even though we've made a lot of mistakes, we also had a lot of successes along the way. So I really hope that you not only enjoyed this video, but you got something from it. Hopefully if you're about to bring home your new Maltipoo, you can take something out of this video. Hopefully it can give you an idea of some things to prioritize when raising your puppy. So I apologize, Rosco's been sleeping this whole time. I tried to find his Kong so he'd be a little bit more exciting to watch, but it's his nap time, so he's very sleepy. I almost forgot. Also, make sure to subscribe down below for more Maltipoo videos. Give this video a thumbs up and also leave a comment if you have anything you want to ask us or let us know. Thank you so much for watching, and Rosco and I will see you in the next video. All right, wake up just to say bye, okay? Let's do this. Bye!